Okay, that was Dave getting in contact from Swindon. Obviously, terrible stuff there, George. But it's very interesting to hear a first-hand account of what it's like there, really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm still shaking. It's just
Okay, George.
talking to
Okay,
someone.
George. Well, we'll take a break, and this is "Love Her Madly" by The Doors, a very fitting tune. Okay, welcome back to the studio. This is Summer Valley FM 97.5. My name's Sam Foster, and this is Newsworthy that you're listening to. I'm really getting a good feel for the show this week. We've already had Radio Bingo, This Day in History. That bottle of water has now been sent out all the way to sunny Doncaster, and we obviously had Gentle George there. Got a little bit emotional, sorry. I'm tripping over my own words, tripping over the tears. And obviously we had Dave from Swindon, which is one of the most heartfelt interviews I've had on the radio. Okay, next up we've got an interview here with the admissions officer from Bournemouth University, Stuart Bingham. Welcome to the studio, Stuart.
I'm happy to be here, Sam.
It's very nice you coming into the studio, Stuart. I know you're a busy man, especially at this time of year where everyone's trying to get their places for the next university. What's it like down at Bournemouth at the moment?
Oh, it's very nice, very nice.
Yeah, because obviously there's been a lot in the news at the moment about universities, their funding's being cut, there's problems with places, there's a surplus of places. How are you dealing with that?
That's not really my department. I have a man to do that for me.
Right, okay. So I'm getting the impression that there are far too many people applying to university. Now, is this a problem with the culture that we have towards university? Because when I went to university, it wasn't the intellectual cauldron that I thought it was going to be. In fact, a large majority of the people, and this was a decent university. It actually had red bricks on campus, and I just got the impression that a lot of people were there just for a good booze up, you know. What would you say about that, Stuart Bingham?
Well, firstly, it's pronounced Bingham.
Bingham.
Sorry, and secondly, yes, it is. It can be a problem.
Yes. I tell you what, Stuart, it's very interesting having you here in the studio because obviously we don't really usually get these insights. Obviously, because we're a small radio station, we're not actually close to a university. Like Bath's the nearest one, so I'm really grateful that you're down here speaking to us about this problem and really highlighting some of the issues that are really affecting our British universities. Do you think Bournemouth is a good template to come out of this difficult stage in the university's history?
Well, I don't know if anyone could say. I mean, it's good. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. Stuart, I don't think we have time for any more questions, but what I would like to say is that you've been very helpful and you've really given us some useful tips. What would you say, Gentle George? I think that was very interesting.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Gentle George. We're going to be playing our next tune, I Feel Free, so do The Who. Okay, that was The Who with I'm Free, and this radio show is feeling quite liberated at the moment, actually. Next up, we're going to have an interview with a zookeeper called John Norris from Castle Kerry, something I've been looking forward to play for a while. We recorded it a few weeks ago, and I'm really looking forward to hearing some of his views on what it's like to be a zookeeper and the problem that's going on down at Castle Kerry. Not many people know about it. Okay, first of all, I'm going to give out the question for this week's quiz. The question is, what is the meaning of life? Okay, it seems difficult, but the answer is maybe not what you think it will be. Okay, you can get in contact with the studio at studio@summervalleyfm.co.uk or 01761 411 755, and we'll put you through to Studio 2. First up, though, I began by asking John Norris what was going on down at Castle Kerry.
We've had numerous complaints, 6 to be exact, of people losing their sandwiches out their bag when walking around the safari zone of Castle Kerry Zoo.
What animals are around that zone?
We got 3 lions.
Yep.
7 giraffe.
And a partridge in a pear tree? No, sorry, John, sorry.
No, we've got 3 lions, 7 giraffes, 28 monkeys, and 3 wildebeest.
Well, a random inclusion at the end there, but you've got to keep diversity. We're in a multicultural country. Why shouldn't our zoos be the same?
Exactly.
Okay, so John, what happened? What do you think's been happening? Because
Well-
people's sandwiches, their own sandwiches, probably either made at home or bought pre-made,
Yeah,
are being stolen.
it's not uncommon in a zoo to have people losing their packed lunch because we often get lots of groups of kids.
Yeah.
And as you know, kids
Are thieves.
and lose their sandwiches. But
Oh.
it got to a serious point when we got to the 5th complaint in 2 weeks. You know, that's effectively 5 out of 14 days of sandwich robbery.
Yeah.
And they came to me I was on duty on the day of the 6th sandwich robbery, and you know, and it's not necessarily people, you know, they didn't catch anyone red-handed. It was a simple case of looking in your bag, put the sandwiches there, phone home, they're not still on the kitchen table, they've been stolen. And we've had this problem before because we've got a smaller version of the Monkey Paradise as they do at Longleat, where, you know, you drive through, and people, I'm guilty of it as well, in the zoo world, are always straight on the case of accusing the monkeys.
Yeah.
Because as we know, monkey see, monkey do, monkey take the sandwich. You know, it's simple.
I caught the monkey red-handed.
Exactly that. You know, and
What do you call a monkey in a suit? Guilty.
exactly, and you know, it seemed to us that all our monkeys were wearing those guilty suits.
Did you find that monkeys, when you saw them, they were just parading around with BLTs, chicken salads, you know,
No, but
watercress and lemon?
we had noticed some of them have been getting a bit plump, and
Yeah.
we've got this woman, Sally Ann. She's an American lass. I particularly don't like her.
Yeah.
She does this thing called monkey whispering.
Yeah.
And you've heard of horse whispering and donkey whispering. It's similar to
Yeah.
that. She believes she can talk to the monkeys, and she actually interviewed all the monkeys and asked if any of them had done it. All of them said no. According to her, I don't believe she can actually ask that question. But anyway, you know, all being well, we pay her to do her job. So our zoo boss said it can't be the monkeys. If they've all done the lie detector test, then they've all said no and it's come out clear, we got to look somewhere else. And there's a bit of path just before you get to the Monkey Paradise.
Yeah.
We got the giraffe. We got 17 of the giraffes.
Yeah.
And what we'd noticed, I was driving the Jeep down that road, and I just noticed the giraffe, one of them, had curled his head over and was eating the grass on the other side.
Yeah.
So we built these fences back in the day, and you know, they're high enough that the giraffes can't jump over them. But little did we know, they'd been getting their necks over and eating the grass on this side.
So did that alert you to the possibility that maybe it wasn't actually the monkeys?
Well,
The red-
exactly. I still believed it was the monkeys at this point, even after Sally Ann had proved I was wrong. And so what had actually been happening is the giraffes had been poking their head over,
Unbelievable.
stealing the sandwiches through the sunroof, and getting into people's bags.
Sorry, John. We're gonna have to. We've got an answer through.